everyone. So today is a very light, fresh makeup kind of day. I'm going to be running some errands and I don't want to look like I just rolled out of bed and just like, hey, here I am. So I wanted to do something very light and easy but very glowy on the skin, very healthy looking, add a little bit of something on the lip instead of using something more nude. Using some new products today with some older but good products. So I really like this look. I'm using some drugstore eyeshadows from Milani to complete the eyes, so I hope that you guys will enjoy that. I do have a video talking about these and a look using the other one that I purchased that has like more of the orangey tones. I will list that video or link it down below for you if you're interested. But I do like this look. It's a look that I do pretty regularly when I want to look put together without looking like I took too long to do my makeup, without walking out the door without anything on my face. This is something that I feel like doesn't take a lot of time to do and I can really knock it out with my eyes closed practically. And so I'm going to report back on some of the new products that I'm using in today's video, so be on the lookout for those. So let me know if you guys have any sort of video requests, any tutorials, anything that you want to see from me, let me know in the comment section. And if you want to see how to do this entire look, then keep watching. Alright, so let's get this started. I got my coffee in hand. Yes, do you like my Mickey cup? Actually, this is my husband's. I have the mini version of it, so yeah, love Mickey Mouse. So let's get started. I'm going to go in with some primer. I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Step 1. This is the mattifying one. This is going to go pretty much everywhere except for around my nose because that's where I'm dry. I will be using the hydrating one from Makeup Forever for that area. So I go on top of my nose, but I try to avoid this area here because this is where I get the dryness and the peeling, and this doesn't really help with dry patches. So I just use my fingers to blend this in. And just kind of rub that around my nose and kind of above my lip. And I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm experiencing a lot of redness, more so than I've ever experienced around my nose, which is bizarre. So I'm going to be incorporating some older products and some new things into this video. An oldie but a goodie is my Makeup Forever Ultra HD. That's what I'm going to be using. I use a shade 125 and I like to take about 2 pumps. Again, keeping it very simple and easy. I don't want to do anything too crazy. 2 pumps is enough to give me pretty good coverage. You can gauge the coverage that you need based on your needs when using this foundation because it is very lightweight. I don't feel like it's heavy. I'm just going to kind of dot this all over the face, making sure I get right under here. And then I'm going to use my dampened beauty blender. I'm going to use the kind of rounded side. And I've done a video on this, so I'm just going to kind of fast forward through this because you guys have seen my foundation routine. If you haven't watched it, I will link it down below for you. Alright, for concealer, I'm going to start with my corrector. I have the NYX Dark Circle Corrector. This is just the one in light. What I've been doing is mixing this with a little bit of oil. I have the Smashbox Primer Oil, the Photo Finish Primer Oil. I got a sample in my Ipsy bag for February, and I've been taking a drop of this oil mixed with this just to make it a little bit creamier, and it blends so much better doing it that way. You could use this. I use it with my fingers all the time, and it works fine, but I just like the extra moisture under the eye. I'm going to just start by patting most of it right in this inner pocket right here where I have the dark circles, and then a little bit on this outer corner. Lately, my dark circles have been pretty intense. Taking my beauty blender, using the point of it, and I'm going to kind of tap, 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 or bounce the sponge under this eye area just to kind of blend it instead of swiping, because when you swipe, you're going to lift off everything you just put down. And this makes a big difference. I really like this corrector. I'm still looking for, you know, something better for those days where I really need that extra help. So if you guys have any suggestions for correctors, let me know in the comment section. And then for concealer, I got this small little mini NARS concealer. This is the Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla. And these, I found it at Sephora. This was the Sephora and JCPenney's at Savannah. Pretty sure every Sephora has it, but these were, I think, 12 bucks, so it gives me an opportunity to try a cult favorite because I swear Some people have talked about this. So I figured I'm going to give it a try in the mini form. So I just kind of put that right in here just to kind of brighten. Again, I wear shade Vanilla with my Dampen Beauty Blender. I'm going to push that right into this area here. So I'm giving this new primer a go. This is the Proof It Waterproof by NYX. I used it yesterday as like a first impression thing, but you guys won't be able to see that video because there was no audio. That's my child. Alright, so I have set all of my foundation. I did put some setting powder over the primer, the NYX one, because it does have a slight kind of tacky feel, which I don't prefer because I feel like everything will sort of grab onto the primer and create some difficulty with blending, so that's why I've done that. For my brows, I've done them off camera, a little bit lighter than usual. I use the Ardell medium brown brow pencil. I got this at CVS a few days ago, but yeah, I just messed up the tip of it. But this is actually supposed to be very similar to the newest brow pencil from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It has a teardrop shape to the actual product, so when you use the pencil, it has that shape just like the new one from Anastasia Beverly Hills. So I'm giving it a go. I feel like today is a little bit better. Yesterday when I used it for the first time, I felt like it was a little dry, but I think it's getting a little better. I will report back to you on whether or not I like this. So that's what I have through the brow, a little brow gel. Alright, so moving on to the eyes. I'm going to be using the Milani Everyday Eyes in Must Have Naturals. So it's the newest palettes that they came out with, which I got mine at CVS, and I posted a vlog. If you haven't seen that vlog, towards the end I do share that I saw these at my local Walmart for a few dollars cheaper than CVS. So if you're interested in any of these, check Walmart first. So I'm going to start with this light color here. It's a kind of beigey ivory color. It is matte, so I'm going to take that shade with the Morphe M433 brush. I'm going to take that all the way over my lid and up to the brow. I'm gonna stop just shy of the highest point of my brow so that I can put something shimmery there. But I'm gonna just lay down this color really quickly. Then with a smallish brush, I'm gonna use the Sonia Kashuk number 106 shadow brush, taking this color here. This is a shimmery golden champagne color. This is gonna go lightly under my brow bone, very lightly. Then I'm going to wipe that brush off really well and then go in with this color here. This is a champagne pink color. This is going to be the inner corner and lid shade. So again, inner corner, just to kind of add some brightness and illuminate that. And then I'm going to run this onto my lids as well, very lightly. Most of it is going to be more in this inner corner, and then just lightly dust it all over the lid. Really simple. Again, this is like I said before, a no fuss look. Something that you could do if you really don't have a lot of time but don't want to look like the no makeup look. This definitely, you can tell there's something there, but it's very natural and pretty. Okay, so back to the Morphe M433 brush. I'm going to take this light shade here mixed with this darker color. Both are matte. This is a taupe shade, like a brownish taupe. And again, this is a beige, so I'm going to mix two of them very, very lightly. The point is to add some definition to the crease without it being super dark and dramatic, just so that the eyes have a little bit of depth and dimension to it. So just a little bit. I feel like I got too much on this one here as opposed to my other eye, but we can fix that. And I'm being pretty sloppy with it because, like I said, it's supposed to be really soft and easy. And then with a clean crease brush, I'm going to go around everything just to kind of soften it because I feel like I got a little bit more on this side than the other eye. So I'm going to keep blending this out until it matches my left eye. And then I'm going to go back into that champagne color again and just add a little bit more to my lids. Then for the lower lash line, I'm going to take a detail brush, mix the same two matte shades, this light one and this darker one here. Tapping off the excess, and I'm going to run that under the eye, the lower lash line, just a little bit. Because again, I don't want this lower lash line to be kind of lost in translation. I want it to be just defined lightly. And I'm going to kind of blend everything out with my finger. Alright, and for liner, I'm going to use a new one. This is the Maybelline Master Precise Skinny. This is a gel pencil. It's in this hot pink casing. It's fairly new. I just got this a few days ago from Target. This is a very tiny, tiny liner. It is going to give you a very natural look. When you look really close, if you were to see my eyeball really close, you would see this liner is very close to the root of my lash. It's not really on my skin or, you know, where you normally put a liner. So that's what I like about doing this type of liner with a look like this, because it's really undetectable. It's great for doing a little bit of something before putting on, you know, a strip of lash. So anyways, I'm going to take that, I'm going to tight line just the upper lash line with it. And then for the next step, I'm going to have to pull my eye just a little bit taut here so that I can really run this at the root of my lash, just to create some darkness and make sure that it's very nice and thick, but also very natural, if that makes any sense. Probably not, but you get the idea of it. Just an ultra fine line. Alright, so now it's time for mascara. I'm going to be using my go-to mascara, the one that gives me really nice lashes that I can always count on no matter what look I'm doing, from something like this to something deeper, darker, smokier. I can always count on this mascara to do me right, and it's the Maybelline The Rocket Volume. This is my go-to from the drugstore. It's my absolute favorite. And then for the lower lash line, I'm going to use this new one from E.L.F. I got this several weeks ago from Target. It's a really tiny brush. You can barely even see it, and it's supposed to help define the lashes. So I'm going to use that on the lower lash line because I feel like I can get really close to the root and really get in there and highlight every lower lash. You could use this on the upper lashes as your first coat and then go in with something else. This definitely is small enough to get in every little lash in the inner part where, you know, you probably have lashes there and it's hard to get with regular mascara ones. So this is a really good one to use firsthand and then going in with something else. But for me, because I just want to go straight in with my Maybelline, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so moving on to the rest of the face, we need to do some highlighting, of course. That's like one of my favorite things to do. And of course some bronzer, because I'm looking a little extra pale. So I'm going to go to my go-to bronzer. This is the one by Makeup Revolution, and it's huge. It's a big old bronzer, and this is just the Ultra Bronze. Packaging is like so. I'm going to use the Morphe M527 brush just to kind of add a little bit of color to my skin, but just lightly. Really simple and easy. Alright, for blush, I'm going to go to the Makeup Revolution Ultra Blush Palette. This is in the shade Sugar and Spice. Got this at Ulta, and it has a ton of colors, 6 blushes and 2 highlights. So I'm going to go in with just something kind of peachy. I think I'm going to go in with this shade here. These are all matte except for the highlights. So I'm going to go with that little peachy color. You can do anything you want with this look. You don't have to do peach. You could do pink, something deeper, something kind of nudish, whatever you want. So I'm going to tap off the excess because these are pretty potent. And I'm just going to add this to the apples of my cheek just to add a little bit of like a flush glow or look to the skin. And then I'm going to kind of smooth everything out with the Makeup Geek. This is the angled stippling brush, and just kind of pat over my blush to blend it in and kind of soften it at the same time. But I did go a little bit heavier on the blush today than I would have had I had more going on with the eye, because everything is so light and simple on the eye. I figured add more blush and definitely more highlights. Okay, so for highlight, I'm going to do 2 different highlights. I'm going to mix the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Highlight. Matte Radiance Baked Highlight. I mentioned this in several favorites. I absolutely love that. That can give you a very natural glow, or if you layer it up, it can give you a very dewy, very highlighted look. So I'm going to mix that with the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop, which is a beautiful champagne color, obviously. But this color is very suitable for all skin types, or skin tones, I should say. And I'm going to be using the Morphe M501 brush, which looks like this, very fluffy and soft. To apply, you can use anything like a stippling brush, a dual fiber brush. Anything you've got really would work. So I'm going to take a little bit of this and just a teensy amount of Champagne Pop, because these highlighters from Becca are so incredibly potent that they do pack a punch, like a lot. So I'm going to take some of that and kind of tap off the excess. Oh yeah. And like I said, this is a very soft, easy, and dewy look. So I'm going to go a little bit hand per the usual. Why not? And there's just something about highlight, as soon as you put it on, it just makes your skin look just so fresh and so like radiant. It's like my favorite thing. Okay, moving on to the lips. I have this new lipstick from Burt's Bees. They have this new packaging, very cool. What shade do I have? Number 530, Lily Lake. And I swatched this, and it seems to be pretty light, so we're gonna give it a go and see what happens. This is a kind of like a berryish type of color. Again, this look is very perfect. Very perfect. Is perfect for any lip color. Like I said, feel free to go, you know, whatever you want. You know, darker, brighter, lighter, whatever for the lip. Okay, so it's kind of like a pinky berry color. And it smells not like the cheap drugstore lipsticks. It has a very kind of, I don't even know. I'm trying to figure out what this smells like. And I almost didn't get this shade. There weren't very many left in my local Target. These might actually be pretty popular. But it feels really soft. And it feels very kind of luxurious on the lips. Not very cheapy, which I like. I like it. I think it's really pretty. I feel like this color definitely adds a little bit of life to my skin. That's the thing with berry tones. Some of them can be so intense, and I'm so fair, it's like, whoa, you know. But I feel like even with this look like this, this is definitely a really pretty color. So I'm glad that I got it. Alright, and that completes the look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. This is a really easy look, and I feel like it's not a whole lot of makeup, yet it still looks very polished and looks like you took the time to get ready, and instead of doing like those no makeup looks, which I've tried doing those and I can do those pretty well, but 9 times out of 10 I go from the no makeup look in my mind and then I walk out full on glam. I don't know how that happens, but it's something that I experience pretty much all the time. So I feel like this is a happy medium because everything is just, every point on the face is very highlighted and very defined. We have the liner, the lashes, you know, highlight. You can see me from outer space with this highlight. Got some lip action going on instead of just something clear and sort of glossy. I like it. I think this is really pretty, even if it wasn't, you know, just to go and run errands or just to do something, you know, to go somewhere nice. You could wear this out to dinner. It's a pretty look, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that you took something away from this video today. I do appreciate you tuning in for this video, and if you liked it, please like the video, share it with your friends and family. Also hit that subscribe button, and you can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. It's all listed down below with everything that I used for this tutorial, and I do appreciate your love and support. It means more than you'll ever know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.